All right, everybody. How we doing tonight? Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are. It's Wade T. Lightheart, and we are here from the Prosperity and Health Alliance tonight. And I said that we're going to talk tonight about some things. If you're easily offended, don't listen to this podcast. I get this question over and over and over and over again, podcast, webinar, whatever you want to call it. And it all comes down to how to go 6A. How do I get to 6A really quick? How do I build my team? What do I need to do? Do I need books? Do I need brochures? Do I need handouts? Do I need an online system? What things do I need to focus on? My upline sucks. Or what do I do if I have a bad upline? Or what if I do if I don't know how to sell? What if I do if I'm uncomfortable talking to people? All these sort of things. Right? I get all of them. There's a million different questions. But at the end of the day, it comes down to how do I go 6A? Now, before I set this up, I want to say a couple of things. I've helped over 100 6As in my organization. I think it is something like that. Get to 6A to varying degrees. A number of people to get to 6A 2-2, 2-3. Tons of people at 6A2. And there's a statistical game that you have to understand inside of the Enagic business, inside of this program, and that is that basically the break point is this. The break points is at 4A. If you can get a person to 4A, and write this down, if you can get to people to 4A, the chances of them getting 6A, so it's 1.7% of the people get to 4A. 1.7. So 100 people buy machines, 1.7. So if you did 200 machines, 3.5 of those people are, or 200 sales in your organization, approximately 3 of those people would actually get to 4A. But here's the crazy part. Of the people who get to 4A, 85% of them get to 6A. So that's the long-term -2, -3 equation. So what does that mean? Well, it means you need to make 100 sales to get to 6A-2. Now, the average 6A gets between 8 and 12 direct sales. And I would say the average 6A probably has 3 people who go to 4A. It's going to be 2 or 3. So out of those 8 to 12 people, there's going to be 2 of them, or maybe 3 of them, that are going to go to that next level. Now, you can't control that. But what you can control is the number of sales. Now, there's all difference if you're selling trifectas and things like that, or home health systems, or the business entrepreneur systems, then that's going to be speed up. You maybe only need 25, 30 people to really get things rocking. So what I'm going to talk about here is the things that you need to focus on. And more importantly, the things that you need to ignore. That might be more important. So do you need an online system? No. Do you need to go to events? No, but they can be helpful. Do you need a bunch of brochures? No. Do you need business cards? No. Do you need a website? No. Are all those things helpful? Yes, they are. Those things are helpful. Marketing materials, websites, business cards, all that stuff is great. But none of those are going to get you to 6A. Your website won't get you to 6A. An online system won't get you to 6A. A brochure, a newspaper, handouts, none of that's going to get you to 6A. I'm going to tell you what's going to get you to 6A in a second. Here's what it boils down to. I've put down 10 items, 10, that will allow you to get where you want to go. Okay? Number one, what do you need to do? You need to be able to do a demonstration in 60 minutes or less. It used to be a couple hours. You need to be able to do a 60-minute demo yourself. Not somebody else, not your upline, not your sideline, not your downline. You need to be able to do a demo in 60 minutes, and even better if you can do it in 30. The down and dirty demo, 30 minutes. People don't have time today. People can't stay focused. People can't do whatever. 30 minutes. I would, as soon as you're good at it, record it. You can use that too. 60-minute demonstration. The demonstration gives visual proof of how the system works. The shorter, the briefer, and the less scientific you are, the more effective it is. It's kind of counterintuitive. The next thing, number 2. So the first thing is you need to be able to do a demo by yourself. So get to be able to do a demo as fast as possible. Now, you might have to go to events. You might have to watch it online over and over and over again. Usually 10, 15, 20 demos, 30 at the max, and you'll be able to do the demo. Get the PowerPoint from someone that you're watching it from, borrow it, use it, whatever, build your own. Do that if you need that, but do a quick and a down and dirty demo. Number 2, you need to be able to you need to know how to invite people. Now, if you go to the Prosperity and Health Lines, we have all these scripts for inviting people. Eric Worre has a script for inviting people. You need to get good at either bringing people to a demo or getting an appointment with them that you can do a demo, or you can take your demo to their house, which I recommend. That way they don't have to come out. They don't have to leave. You go there. It's great if they can come, but don't let that stop. That's the thing. So you need to be able to do a demo. Number 2, you need to be able to invite people to see a business presentation. Right. Again, don't need any special tools, don't need any special stuff. Just get the stuff for the demo. Now, 3, what do you need to do? You need to be doing an average of 1 demo a day. 1 demo a day. So that means you need to do 7 demonstrations per week. 1-on-ones, 1-on-2, 1-on-3, 1-on-many. You will start out doing demos 1-on-ones, which will quickly go to 1-on-2s, which will go to 1-on-3s, 1-on-4s as you do demos for other people. But you need to do a demonstration a day. 1 demonstration a day means that you're going to do approximately 90 demos, 100 demos per quarter. Okay? That's what it takes. It's 91 days in a quarter, roughly. 365 days a year. A demo a day. 1 demonstration a day. That could be online. That could be a video demonstration. That could be in person. That could be taking someone to a group. That could be watching a demo with somebody else. That's a prospect. That's it. That's number 3. So 60-minute demo, number 1. And an invitation program. The scripts, we have them all in the Prosperity and Health Alliance. Eric Worre does it. Demonstration a day. Okay? You don't need events and online stuff. What I would suggest, though, is you go to an event once a quarter, or go to an online event, or join this thing each week. You do need to find someone in the industry that you resonate. Might be me, might be Danny D. McCauley, might be any of the other. There's calls every night. There's webinars every night. There's training every night. There's all out there. Find the person you resonate with them and tap into them once a week if you're not your upline. One person that keeps you on the motivation, that you can go back and forth, that has experience in the business. You can ask questions. You can get feedback. You can get energized. You can get positive. That's it. Meet with that person once a week, or meet with them virtually online if you don't have access or you don't have a group. Next thing, 5. Follow up. After you do the demo, you need to follow up. You need to ask for the sale. They say, no, let's get you on the water program. Feed them water. Keep coming back. Find out, is there any reason that you can't buy? Is it financing? Is it money? Is it, what is it? Because here's the thing. You need to get your sales pitch down to a science. And I'll get to that in a minute. Follow-up. Fortune is in the follow-up. The average person is going to need follow-up anywhere from 5 to 12 times. 6, you need to network. What does that mean? You need to create events or go to events. So one of the things that I do is I have a high on health party once a month. And I invite my friends. Some of these people have machines, some of these people don't, and I put them in a social situation. I feed everybody the water. I give the water away. I have conversations with people, and I talk about, hey, by the way, you know this machine? If you have one of these machines, do you buy water machines? Or do you have a water situation? It's another one. Okay? Do that. Network. Or I consciously go out to groups where I meet new people. I don't hit them up at the event. Hey, you want to buy a water machine? No, I get to know the person. I find out about their clinic. I go to their clinic. I build a relationship. By the way, what are you using for water? After I build a relationship, you have to build several of them. You need to connect with people. Okay, great. Now I'm going to talk about the next thing. The next thing might be the ultimate difference in your business. And that's sales training. How many people here have a hard time asking for sales? How many people here have a hard time handling rejection? Probably everybody. Now, how do you deal with this? You get a sales training system. I'm not talking a sales training system from the person that gave you the demonstration or your upline. I am talking about getting professional training. You can get a course. I like Jordan Belfort's Straight Line Persuasion. I think it's great. Zig Ziglar has a sales program. Napoleon Hill Foundation has a sales program. Grant Cardone has a sales program. Who else? There's a bunch of them out there. Go off and Google them. Go do them all. But find the one that you like and take a sales training system. Learn this. Jordan, if you want, just email me to wadelightheart@gmail.com. I'll put the link in. Buy Jordan's sales training program. Go through that course. Watch the videos until you got it down. And once you got it down, don't worry about it again. You've got it. Because you'll carry this in. Sales training is so huge. It's so important. Look, you're an independent distributor. You have all the benefits of entrepreneurship without any of the risk. And you get the bulk of the money on the sale. Why in the heck would you not take a sales training program? It's the craziest thing ever. That's what we're doing. We're independent distributors, but what do we do? Sales. How do you get money? Sales. And people give me all kinds of excuses. It's the economy. They don't have the money. The machine's too priced. They don't impart an MLM business. The problem is you're letting them control the narrative and you're not controlling the narrative. You need to control the narrative. And to control the narrative, you need a sales program. You need a sales system. You need to know where you're starting. You need to know where the middle is. You need to know how to handle rejections. You need to know how to close the sale. And then finally, how to ask for referrals. 5 stages. Most people don't know how to do this. Most people are uncomfortable. Most people don't want to talk. They go out and talk to a couple friends. They talk to a few memory members. They get shut down and they're done. Look, you need a sales training program. I would put that super priority because it's going to help you on your demonstration. It's going to help you on your invite program. It's going to make it easier to do a demo a day, all that. Sales training. Next. Now, this is the next big piece. You need to get a priority scheduling program. What does that mean? Years ago, I took a course called the Priority Manager. And although I didn't really like the course, it didn't really fit me. It was a paper system. It instilled in me a couple things. What's the number one thing people say they don't have? I know you're going to say it. Time. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do this. No. Everybody's got the same amount of time each week. Now, albeit people have different levels of responsibility and requirements and things like that. I get that. But here's the point. That doesn't matter. The universe doesn't care. Your situation is your situation. So what you have to be able to do is you need to manage your priorities and you need to schedule your business as a priority, the same as you would eating and sleeping. You need to manage your priorities. If you don't think you have time to do this, It's not that you don't have time. You have a misalignment or a conflict with priorities. And the thing is this, if you haven't got to 6A in the last 6 months or the last year or the last 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, it's because you haven't prioritized it. You haven't made this your number one priority. Look, here's the thing. You're going to pay a price to go to 6A. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you energy. It's going to cost you money. Same thing for 6A2. Same say for 6A22. Same for 6A23. But to get to that point of 6A23 is worth the price. Let's say it takes you 10 years to get to 2-3. Took me like 9. Let's say it took you 10 years. Where are you going to make that kind of money from any other career after 10 years of working? It's none. Not going to happen. So the question is, why aren't you prioritizing it? I'll tell you why you're not prioritizing it. And it's because you have a story. And that story was programmed into you either by your family or by your school or by your peer group. And if you don't change those 3 things, I've done meditation, I've done hypnosis, I've done skill training and business training, and I continue to do this over and over and over again to overcome and override and repattern a new story of success. So if you're struggling, it's not for all those external reasons, it's an inside game. You've got to rechange your blueprint. Next. You need accountability. You need a coach, or you need a person that is going to, it could be a spouse, could be a business partner, could be another distributor, an upline, crossline, or downline that is going to hold you accountable to your demonstration a day. It is going to be difficult the first 90 days to get to your demo a day. Psychological. Once you hit it though, you're there. And believe me, if you do a demo a day for 90 days, chances are you'll probably go 6A that year, probably within the 6 months. If you do a demo a day for a year, you absolutely will go 6A. A demonstration a year with a new prospect, yes, you will go. That's it. So who's keeping you accountable to do that? Who's getting you off the couch? Who's getting you to turn off the football game? Who's getting you to turn off Game of Thrones? Who's getting you to turn off Netflix? Who's telling you to get you away from wasting time with your friends who don't think you can do this? If your friends don't support you, get rid of them. They're not your friends. They're not. They're friends who have their own agenda. See them less. You know, some of my best distributors, their close friends rejected the business, rejected them, rejected everything. They just stopped hanging out with them for a while. They went and got to -3. Now they spend time with them. Still their friends. Number 10, and this might be the most important. You need a burning desire. Why? You need, watch Simon Sinek's Why. Why are you doing this? Why are you going to go do a demo day? Why are you going to do the sales training? Why are you going to learn the demo? Why are you going to learn to invite? Why are you going to face rejection? Why are you going to the networking party? Why are you going to spend money on sales training? Why are you going to prioritize your schedule different? Why are you going to hire a coach or get an accountability system? Why are you going to do those things? If you can't answer that question, you are not going to make it. It could be your kids. It could be because you want to win, because you have economic challenges, or you want to experience economic prosperity. Maybe your career is not going the way you want, or you feel that there's going to be an end coming. Maybe it's because there's you love the friendship. Maybe you love the relationships. Maybe you love the group. Maybe you love making a difference in the world. Maybe it's for the environment. Maybe it doesn't matter the reason why, but it's got to move you emotionally. It's got to move you emotionally enough that you'll change your priorities, that you'll get accountability, you'll get sales training, you'll follow up on your events, you'll go and get the weekly, lesson or the hymn that you need, that you'll go out and invite people and face rejection, that you'll go out and do a demo day, that you'll get your demonstration down in 20 minutes. All of those things that we just talked about will happen if you have a burning desire. It will not happen if you don't. And I've seen so many people that get to 6A or 6A2 or 6A23, and guess what? They lose the burning desire. And guess what happens to their business? It flatlines. Flatlines. A burning desire is really important. So can you cultivate a burning desire? Yes, you can. And I would suggest using hypnosis. I would invest going to a business training, go to a Tony Robbins event, go to a sales training, go to whatever it takes. You got to get a burning desire, because sometimes we lose our desire, we lose our fire, we lose our energy just because life beats us up. Our social group beats us up. Our work beats us up. Our family, our responsibilities beat us up. You need to have a burning desire to get out on the road, get out there and make those calls, go out and do the demos every day. If you do those things, you will go 6A. Now, do you need a website? No. Do you need an online system? No. Do you need books or brochures? Do you need all that stuff? Do you need an EWS website? No. Do you need an upline? No. Do you need a downline? No. Do you need a sideline? No. You don't need anything. You don't need anything or anybody or any system or any technology. What you need is a burning desire to go do this. And most of the top people in the business right now didn't have websites, didn't have great training, didn't have the upline support they needed. They didn't have videos. They didn't even know what they're doing. They didn't have the science. They didn't have anything. They had a burning desire, and they committed to doing a demonstration a day. Commit to doing a demonstration a day, and I'll tell you, in 1 year, not only you'll be 6A, you'll probably be zooming towards 6A2 and beyond. And if you continue to cultivate over the next 5 years, chances are you'll go -3, and you'll get that wonderful income that comes in that I enjoy and that many people enjoy for your work, for the amount of people that you change. So now, what happens? Okay, so you know the things you do. What are the things that you don't do? Here's the things you don't do, right? You don't endlessly surf online. Stop that. Shut off your TV. Stop watching it. Stop watching your television. Just get rid of it. Number 2, stop hanging around people who don't make a lot of money. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that to say that people who don't make a lot of money are good to hang around with. You need to hang around with people who are going to lift you up, that are your level and above. And if you want to make more money, hang around with people that make more money, because you'll pick up on their thoughts, you'll pick up on their process, you'll pick up on their thinking. You'll do those things. If you don't do those things, you'll stay where you're at. You're the summation of the 5 people you hang around most with, right? Kids say, don't hang around with those people that are doing drugs on the corner when your parents tell you when you're kids. Why? Because you'll end up doing drugs. Or don't hang around with those people who aren't doing anything in life. Why? Because you won't do that. You become your peer group. So if your peer group isn't winning, get a new peer group. Work your way into groups. Be of service to people. Be kind to people. Be nice to people. Go the extra mile. Build relationships. Be a quality character person. You'll be surprised what that does. But stop hanging around, turkeys. Want to hang around with turkeys? You become a turkey. Be a leader, be a winner, and hang around winners, hang around leaders. Right? You need to do that. Another thing, don't waste all your money on buying websites, brochures, technology, things like that. Those are all tools. But at the end of the day, spend your money on sales training and get your sales process down. That's going to be the best thing that you can spend your money on, because then you can answer those questions. Then you can present your program in an exciting and attractive light. You can get stuff done, and you do not need to rely on anybody else. Fire your upline, as Eric Warre says. Okay? Get all that stuff. Demo a day. Here's another thing. Don't hang around negative people. Don't hang around people who aren't making a lot of money. And cut out your television. Cut out the distractions. Cut out the social media. Cut out social media. You're like, wait, I need social media to make business. No, you don't. No, you don't. In fact, chances are you're wasting time on social media too. No, all those things work. And there's power in that for some people, if you're good at it and if you know what you're doing. If you don't, you're wasting your time. You can pick up the phone, text people, and call people and get presentations. The one thing that will make the difference is how many presentations you're doing on a weekly, monthly, yearly basis. That's all that matters. And you will get better at your presentations. And why not take some sales training to do that? Don't criticize your upline. don't criticize your downline. Why? They have nothing to do with your success. I hear people saying this, oh, my upline is not helping me. So what? If you start a regular business in the world, nobody's helping you. You're going to pay people to help. If you pay them, people want to come to work here, you pay them. You want a lawyer, you pay them. You want a business advisor, you pay them. You want an accountant, you pay them. Why should you get free time from your upline or downline? If you get it, be grateful, be thankful, and that's awesome. I got that. I was appreciative of that. But at the end of the day, my business took off when I started doing those things, and I became the person I wanted to sponsor. It's the same thing for you. So stop complaining about these things. Stop the distractions and get the coaching you need. Do hypnosis, do NLP, get a business coach, get a sales trainer, whatever it takes. And you'll find the time, you'll find the skills, and you'll find the people. You will do those three things, but you got to cut things out. You got to prioritize. You got to make sense. That's it. Do that. You'll be 6A. That's anywhere between $65,000 and $100,000 that year, and you'll continue. I've never made less than 6 figures a year in this business, because when I started out, I went out and did a demonstration. I was bringing people to, at first I started out bringing people to demonstrations on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They were each week. And then I would bring my upline to Saturdays. And as soon as I got that down, I started hosting demonstrations and doing the same thing myself on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then I was following up during the week, and I was doing presentations, and I would drive people in, and then people used to come to mine. But it's harder to get people out to demonstrations than it used to be. So you got to take the demo to them. You got to go to their house and do that stuff. And it's very, very powerful, right? Get all the equipment that you need in order to do a proper demonstration at people's houses, and you'll knock it out of the park. So really quick, again, you need to be able to get a 60-minute demo. You need to know the invite program. We have scripts inside the Prosperity Alliance likes. Just Google it. Demo a day. You need to get away from the distractions, the brochures, and all these kind of pie-in-the-sky things. You need to follow up with your prospects. You need to network, creating events for yourself where people can come to and going to events. Have a sales training. Do a sales training system for yourself. It should be continuous learning. Get a priority management system. If you can't find priorities, get help doing that. Get a coach or someone to keep you accountable that you do your demos a day, right? And then find your burning desire wow. You need those 10 things. If you do that and get really bone crushing honest, you can set up 2020 to be the greatest year ever of your life. You can finally do the things that you want, pay the people you want, help your family the way you want, make the difference that you want. And guess what? If you are not willing to do this, you're not going to make it to 6A. You're not going to make it. You're kidding yourself, you're kidding your family, you're lying. So what my recommendation? Quit. Quit. And you're going to say, wait, that's harsh. Yeah, but here's the thing. If you keep talking to your upline and you keep telling people that you're going to do this, but you don't, you're wasting their time. You're lying to them, and you feel bad about it. It sucks. If you're not willing to take sales training and get a priority coaching and to learn a few skill set in this business, quit. It's not for you. And get rid of yourself. Get yourself out of the business. And I'm the first guy to say, don't quit. But that's true if you've committed. But what you don't want is a half-ass commitment. Go all in, go all out, and reap the rewards. Because guess what? That's what it takes in this new world economy. And if you do that, then as you add in online systems and web development systems and brochures and strategies and techniques and all these things, these will be a bonus because it's fed into the basic skills of how to get a presentation, how to run a presentation, how to do a close, how to handle the rebuttals, and how to get referrals. Those are the things you need to know. Hope you love this week. Great seeing you as always. We'll be back next week. Of course, I'll be in California next week, moving down there this week. The visa's in, getting in the truck this weekend, driving down. We're going to see you Monday night, new place, out of the penthouse to the beach. That's how we roll. Thank you, Enagic. Thank you, everybody in the PH Alliance. We love you all. Take care.